leaders who are present, led by our senator, and the Engineers Board of Kenya, and all the engineers present, local and international. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Your Excellency, let me first start by recognizing the elected leaders who are here. Please, even they may be upstanding, just for me to recognize. It's an honor for us to have them here. We have the Senator of Nakuru County and the Deputy Majority Leader in the Senate, Senator Tabitha Karanja. I was honored to hold the same position in the past, Your Excellency, so I'm very proud of what Tabitha is doing. Thank you. We have our Chairman of Committee of Environment and Lands in the Senate and the Senator of the neighboring county of Nyandarua, Honorable Senator Wapenina Medhu, John Wapenina Medhu. Your Excellency, you already, I didn't know, you know, when you look at Engineer Chege, he doesn't look like an elder. But anyway, the peers have said, Engineer Chege John Kiragu is the Member of Parliament of Limuru, a member of this committee, our Committee of Transport and Roads, and also an engineer by his own right. If you see many previous, oh yeah, okay. We have the Deputy Governor, my friend, the Deputy Governor of Kericho County, Engineer Fred Kirui, an engineer also on his own right. You can see Engineer Mosonik is here, you can see Engineer Mahmoud Mohammed, and a host of so many public servants in the past and present who have served in this docket. Your Excellency, on behalf of all these leaders, I will give Governors, I almost say Senator, Governor Susan Kihika 1 minute to welcome us to her county, Your Excellency. Please, let's clap for Governor Susan Kihika.
Thank you. Thank you, Waziri. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Waziri Murkomen, the PSs, our Senator Tabitha Karanja, and the other senators and members of Parliament, Engineer Erastus Mongere, the Chairperson of Engineers Board, Engineer Eric Ohaga, Engineer Margaret Ogai. Let me also just adopt the protocols that had been mentioned there before, because actually I've been given 1 minute, and because we have interns here, I have to be able to be a good example, right? So it is actually my pleasure to join you this morning and welcome you to this great county of Nakuru as for this engineering partnership convention here at Sawela Lodge, Naivasha. So allow me to welcome all of you to Nakuru County. Your Excellency, I must acknowledge the decision by the Engineering Board to hold this, to choose this county as the venue for this great convention. We are really happy about that, and it will help and continues to help boost Nakuru as a destination for this kind of conventions and any other. And it is my hope that when the convention is finished, they can all sample the unlimited opportunities available here in Naivasha for your relaxation at the end of your daily sessions as well. Your Excellency, I have been informed that, or rather have seen and have heard that this year's theme of the convention is transforming Kenya's economy, engineers' contribution to development. The contribution of engineering to the development of any country cannot be overemphasized. It is safe to say that engineers are the wheel behind the economic transformation of a nation. Our everyday life is a testament to the importance of engineering. When a mother wakes up early in the morning to prepare her children to go to school, she will switch on lights generated from one of our power plants, such as the All-Carrier power plant in this area, all courtesy of our electrical engineers. She will then proceed to take her children to school on a road that has been constructed and maintained by a civil engineer. Her children will be in a class constructed by a structural engineer. I hope I'm getting it right, right? The mother then proceeds to her farm where she prepares her land for planting, and to improve the output of her farm, an agricultural engineer advised her on ways to minimize production costs while increasing her profits. At the end of the day, Your Excellency, as her children go home, they meet a road construction team with heavy equipment. The children develop the desire to one day operate such equipment, and the dream of becoming an engineer is born. Such is the everyday life of most Kenyans. The economic giants of the world, Your Excellency, all relied on engineering to develop and grow their economies. For instance, when a country like China planned infrastructural development during the 20th century, they noted the importance of revolutionary engineering in their plan. History shows that they sent their engineers as understudies to the then economic giants. When the time came to actualize their dream, China had the necessary skills, and the development witnessed in the Asian economic giant from the late 20th century to the century is a testament to this. The aspiration of the African continent through Agenda 2063, locally through our Kenya Vision 2030, as well as the more recent Kenya Kwanza plan, the plan, have set their pillars on infrastructural development to spur economic growth, create employment, as well as improve the quality of life for the citizens. History has shown that it is susceptible to external shocks until a country can produce its goods and products. As a country, we should be able to grow our engineering capabilities to sustain our needs. For instance, in recent months, the construction industry has faced challenges regarding a sharp increase in the cost of materials occasioned by shocks in the supply market. This challenge should be a wake-up call to innovators, especially within our country, who should seek ways to provide alternative or cheaper materials for use in the construction industry. One of the aspirations of this conference, Your Excellency, as I finish, is to seek ways to liberalize engineering services within the East African community and the African Free Continental Trade Area. This is a noble agenda, considering as per capita number of engineering professionals across the continent is lower in comparison with other regions in the world. The African continent should be able to share engineering skills that will spur economic growth within our regions. From conversations across the globe, Africa is the next big thing, and the only way to take our place is through advancing our engineering for economic development. So, I have skipped all that, Your Leader. As I conclude my remarks, I invite you to tour this great county of Nakuru, from hiking at Mount Longonot, boat riding on Lake Naivasha, and a game drive at the Lake Nakuru National Park. You are set for an experience of a lifetime. And I think I'm speaking especially to the ones who've come from neighboring countries, though I know some of you, my fellow Kenyans, have not experienced the thrill of those areas. So I invite you, Karibuni, Nakuru County. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Governor, for also skipping part of your speech. The fact that you actually wrote a speech, you take engineers very seriously. In many other conferences we go, governors will understand and welcome you to tour around, but you applied your mind to this conference. Your Excellency, we, like the PS said, we are very proud as a ministry to have the Engineers Board of Kenya having been able to organize this very important conference for now the 4th time. You are the first president to be able to attend this function, Your Excellency. And it is not by accident. It is not by accident. It is also because you are a president who is a scientist, and you have a lot of respect for professional work. Number 2 is also, Your Excellency, you are the first president to be trained locally, from your first degree to the last degree. So professionally, we don't want to say other people, but we want to say we really appreciate the fact that you are a locally trained professional and you respect a professional life of our professionals here. Your Excellency, I just want to say that we take these engineers seriously. I may not be an engineer, Your Excellency, but all these engineers need the services of a lawyer. And when you appointed me to this ministry, I'm sure the engineers, when you join first year in the university, Susan will confirm this, is that in law, the first case you will get is for Rylands versus Fletcher, which was an engineer who had constructed his house on the neighborhood, and then because of that construction, water percolated to the next farm. So the question was, this man is in his farm, he has built his own dam, but how is it possible that this was, no, how do you hold him liable now that this is his property, but the water has percolated to the next neighbor? Then lawyers came up with something called the principle of strict liability. And we solved the problems that are caused by these engineers, Your Excellency. So, as a matter of fact, I am very happy that I have been welcomed to this ministry by these engineers, people who are sometimes misunderstood. Because they are busy, they